Hi guys, today we're making another recipe from Plated. Today's recipe is pizza dough tostadas with Italian street corn. Here's what it looks like. Here's your ingredients. You're going to need olive oil, salt and pepper, a rolling pin, that's optional, 2 pans, one large one and one medium one. Make sure you have a lid and aluminum foil. Here's some recipe tips. Okay, so in our recipe today, we have basil, we have oregano, we have some pesto, some mozzarella cheese, some tomatoes, and some corn. We've got some flour to roll out the dough, I think. Some actual dough. Then we've got mayo, we've got baby spinach, and we've got Parmesan cheese. Okay, so our first step is to rinse everything off. We're going to have the tomatoes. I'm going to chop up the basil and the oregano leaves, keeping separate, and discard the stems. Then I'm going to roll out my dough onto the surface into 4 equal pieces, and I'm going to roll them out about 1/8 of an inch thick. Then we're going to make the pizza dough. So, the pizza dough tostadas. So, I'll get to that when I get all this stuff done. So, let me get all this ready to go. So I put some oil in the large pan, and I have put this on medium-high heat. So I'm waiting for it to get really hot, you know, good enough to fry something in it. So when it's nice and hot, when it's really hot, I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. I'm going to add 2 doughs at a time and fry until browning on the bottom, about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to flip, add half the mozzarella, and cover until the cheese melts. 5 minutes more. Then I'm going to transfer it to a paper towel lined plate and cover with foil. And then I'll repeat with the other tostadas. Alright, so let's give this a try, shall we? First I'm going to turn on the heat. So while the tostadas are frying, I'm basically just going to saute the corn for 2 to 3 minutes on medium-high heat with some oil and salt and pepper. Okay, once the corn is done cooking, we're going to take it out of the pan. We're going to put in the tomatoes, the baby spinach, and half of the basil, and we're going to cook this for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so here's the corn. Apologies I couldn't show you. I just couldn't do everything all at once. So basically, I put in mayo, the Parmesan, the oregano, the other half of the basil, olive oil, and salt and pepper. And basically, I'm just kind of letting it sit around and develop. Okay, when the vegetables are all done, we're just going to put in the pesto and salt and pepper. And kind of just let this hang out. Okay, so basically I'm just stirring this all together. I'm going to put this on top of the tostada. And we're just going to plate it and eat. Alright, so I'll be back to let you know what it looks like when it's all plated. Okay, as you can see, they're too big for the plate. And I didn't have enough room to put corn on there. But I don't really like corn anyway, so whatever. And yeah. So I'll be back to let you know what I think of it. Hi guys, I'm here to talk about the tostadas. So I thought they were excellent. Okay, they didn't give us enough cheese. This is like, I mean, no box service that we subscribe to has been forthcoming with the cheese. Let's just face it. Not HelloFresh, not Blue Apron, not plated. They just don't give you enough. Like, what I ended up doing was I had some mozzarella sticks. Not mozzarella sticks. I had some string cheese, mozzarella string cheese. And I just kind of chopped them up and put them on the tostada and made more cheese. Because I don't understand how you think that can fit on 4 things of tostada. I didn't realize that I had made them like way bigger than they needed to be. I didn't need to stretch them out that far. I think they expanded a bit in the oven, or not in the oven, the pan. So if I do this again, which I want to, I'm not gonna stretch them out that far. But everything else was excellent. I think though that if I made these again, I think I would like make the spinach tomato stuff first and kind of set that aside. Then I'd fry up the tostadas, put the cheese on, let it melt a bit, and then like warm it up ish with the spinach tomato pesto thing. I think I put that in the actual pan, and then let it all melt together instead of having to take it off the heat and then trying to keep it warm under some foil. It just seems like it would be easier if I just kind of made it the way like an actual pizza is, by putting everything on top of it and then frying it. I don't know if that would work, but I think that's the way I try it next time. But anyway, the flavor was excellent. I really enjoyed it, actually. So I'll definitely be making this again. Alright, thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, hit subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Alright, bye!